Hey team, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian, core design engineer with Brunswick Bowling. It's an exciting time of the year because Bowl Expo is just wrapping up and trade shows are beginning to get into full swing. That means we have a couple of new offerings for the 2024 Expo season for the brand of DV8. And since there are no new core offerings for this round of releases, I'm going to offer a slightly different video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about arsenal building using the full range of products that are available in the DV8 lineup right now, and I'm going to explain to you how to build a 6-ball arsenal using just DV8 products. Now, why 6 balls? Well, that's pretty simple. That's 2 3-ball totes. That's easy to carry to any tournament or league condition, and if you happen to fly to national tournaments such as Reno or Las Vegas Open Championships, then one 3-ball tote flies just under the 50-pound limit. I've got a new chart for you guys. It's pretty simple to follow. We're going to break this down into 3 different oil volume categories and 2 different ball motion shapes to build a 6-ball arsenal. I'm going to recommend that you use 2 balls in the heavy oil category, 2 balls in the medium oil category, and you guessed it, 2 balls for the light oil category. Now, for each of these 3 categories, I suggest you pick a sharper shape on the ball motion chart and a smoother shape on the ball motion chart for a total of 6 bowling balls. So, before Bowl Expo, I'm going to go ahead and pop up the current offerings for the last year in the DV8 lineup. And as you can see, DV8 doesn't have a ton of bowling balls, but they cover a lot of ground with the offerings that they do come out with. So we've got a lot of asymmetrical balls toward the top of the chart and some very versatile symmetrical pieces toward the medium lower end of the chart. But you can see there that toward the top middle and toward the bottom sharp categories there are some holes to fill. And that's exactly what we did with the May release, that is the Chill Pearl, and the new Bowl Expo release, that is the Wicked Collision. I'll pop both of those up on the chart now, and we'll talk about them one at a time. Starting with May's offering, the Chill Pearl. Now, of course, this Chill Pearl has been out for a little while now, so most DV8 fans have this in their hands already. If they don't, I'm going to give you a little more insight about it. This one obviously is built to be a little bit longer with a sharper change of direction than a like drilled Troublemaker Pearl. Now, of course, that Troublemaker core is very versatile in layouts, especially with the no thumb layouts for bowlers who don't use their thumb. But this Chill Pearl is a little cleaner cover with a little stronger built-in differential to give you more change of direction at the back of the lane overall, albeit it's built to handle more light oil conditions because of how naturally clean the cover is and because the change of direction at the back of the lane is a little more of a hard arc and less of a true flip that you get out of some more aggressive asymmetrical bowling balls. So this one is going to be a nice step up from DV8 Captivate from years past, or a nice step down from perhaps your Troublemaker Pearl if you're looking for something with just a little more length to round out the bottom of your bag. Switching gears now, we're going to talk about the new Wicked Collision. Now, of course, the Collision series has all had the same low RG, high total differential, high intermediate differential core in it. So this same core is now wrapped in a new HK22 cover base that has the cohesion additive in it. We're calling it HK22C with the Havoc blend as well. Now the C in HK22C of course stands for cohesion, and that is an additive that was first found in the Hammer effect, and we're bringing it over to a couple of our other brands because the performance in oil is next to none for a shiny cover stock. This one is compounded, but you can see that it's very high on the chart for a shiny ball, and it handles an abundance of oil with its shiny box finish without too much problem. It gives you incredibly secure mid lane and a hard arcing but not incredibly flippy back end motion. Now this is a solid, so it's not going to be the sharpest ball that you've ever seen, but for the amount of hook that a shiny ball gets in oil is very impressive. And this hook is mostly at the back of the lane, so it's ignoring the front part of the lane with that HK22 base. The cohesion additive gives you a little added mid lane security that you might not see out of other HK22 blends, and because it's shiny, it pushes through the front part of the lane very easily with that combination of factors, but still has enough glue in the mid lane to shape from the mid lane to the pins with a lot of confidence despite the fact that it's a shiny ball. So I know a couple web reviewers have reviewed this ball both at box finish and knocking it off to 2000 or so. You can easily sand this surface to make it a more aggressive bowling ball, and that would slide it up and left on the chart. But there's a couple really good offerings already in the DV8 lineup in that range, so I suggest you leave it at box finish, let it be one step down from the strongest asymmetrical balls, and it's going to be a ball that you can stand in the middle and throw it out to the predefined friction on that pattern and watch it boomerang off the pattern in that early transition for your heavier or longer patterns. So that's my recommended use case for this ball, and it is a real head turner. Despite the fact that it's a solid, it really has punch on the back of the lane, especially if you have worn lane surfaces or if you're bowling on a little more friction. You really want to make sure that you feed this one some head oil so that it stores some energy for the back of the lane. So that's my quick and easy preview for you guys for the DV8 lineup to begin your 2024 bowling season. Now remember, we're not expecting you to buy every single release that comes out for all of our brands, so I'm trying to give you some tools that are allowing you to build your own arsenal and fill the gaps in your own arsenal using this chart. Again, you're going to want to look for a couple heavy oil options, a couple medium oil options, and a couple light oil options, and you want a fine balance of smoothly reacting equipment and sharp reacting equipment to give you a full range in a 6-ball arsenal. If you have any questions about any of the balls in the current DV8 lineup, or any questions about your current arsenal or building your future arsenal, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Look for new videos from me as Bowl Expo and the trade show season rolls on. I'll be making releases about the August releases for the 7 brands of Brunswick coming up here in a couple weeks, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Thanks for watching.